Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frontier Opening Bell. I am Bosin Amofai, and this is how we're getting today, the third trading day of the week. Started here on this side at Frontier Africa Report. The Nigerian market, 0.02% gain on Tuesday, trying to stave off what it lost on Monday, less than 1%. The market was held up slightly yesterday by the shares of Ecobank Transnational listed on the Accra, Ghana, the Ivorian market, as well as the Nigerian bourse. The BRVM fell by 31%. The Egyptian bourse down by 63 on the back of Fori, whose shares fell for the third trading sessions as at yesterday. Then the Nairobi bourse fell very sharply, 1.33%, no thanks to the likes of Safaricom and Card and General, which shares down nearly 10%. Then, of course, you have the GSE, 8,21 basis points in gain. Go straight to East African community and let's harvest a few headlines for you. The KCB Group, which is one of the largest banking and financial services companies, says it still has its eyes on opportunities for acquisitions in neighboring Tanzania, while Comarco Group, which is a port operator at the port of Mombasa, says it's dropped its plans to list on the London Stock Exchange. And GT Bank of Kenya, which is headquartered in Nigeria, says it's secured funding from the International Finance Corporation, about 1.7 billion shillings for lending to small and medium enterprises in Kenya. Meantime, Tanzania says it's hired a U.S. law firm as an advisory for a $30 billion LNG plant, that's liquefied natural gas. Finally, Djibouti's port investment has to be weighed very carefully on the impact on the economy. That's according to the International Monetary Fund. In Nigeria, West Africa, step in where the central bank decided yesterday to leave all monetary policy parameters unchanged. Headline rates remained at 11.5% to start the new year. The FMDQ also announced the listing of the federal government $4 billion Eurobond, which was raised in three separate tranches late last year, September to be specific. All that has now gone for listing or quotation on the FMDQ Securities Exchange. And Enco Capital Manager says he sold off his equity interest in Law Union and Rock, listed on the NGX Limited, to another company which now holds 100% in that insurance company, Law Union and Rock Insurance PLC. And Ghana is expanding the list of securities on the stock exchange that could be used as collateral for loans in the Ghanaian market. And finally, BSIC Capital has gotten approval by the authorities in Côte d'Ivoire to float an online stock exchange. That's around the BRVM. Move on very quickly to South Africa, where corruption practices are being uncovered in the deals involving the vaccines that came into the country. Those contracts worth about $137 million is now on the radar and has been widely publicized. This comes just a few weeks after the state capture report, which made very wide allegations against the administration of former President Jacob Zuma. And Sibanye Stillwater says he's scrapped these Brazilian mine deals, which is about 15 billion rand. That has now been put on hold. And Cash Builds says he's posted 5% revenue loss in second quarter of his period last year and has now reopened those stores which were impacted by the riots, violence, and looting that went on in the Gauteng and the KwaZulu-Natal province of South Africa in July last year. It's coming back, but there's still losses being posted. Gold prices surging as we speak, 1835 as at the close of the market on Wednesday. Despite the sell-off in the global equity space, gold is shining. The flight to safe haven is back on investors' mind on the back of geopolitical issues around the world. Of course, today investors are weighing very carefully the decisions of the U.S. Fed for the first time in 2022. And finally, Ardent Capital says it's looking for the approval of the Zimbabwe's Reserve Bank for the plan that's long been delayed or to unbundle and towards liquidation process. And that's the story from Southern Africa. In North Africa, just to sum it up for you, this Thursday, Egypt and Somalia are holding talks in Cairo, bilateral discussion on trade cooperation within the North African corridor. While Egypt's budget deficit widened to about 3.9% in this first half of 2021-2022, according to latest data from the Ministry of Finance, The Central Bank of Egypt has also given a Tier 2 debt license to KfW's Green for Growth Fund, which is operating within the Egyptian space, while Wafa Assurance in Morocco has now launched operations into reinsurance market. And finally, Tunisia needs structural reforms for sustainable growth. And that's an advice coming from the World Bank as President Said tried to wrap his hand around the state of this North African economy and looking at his neighbors, Morocco, as well as Egypt. And that's on the package this morning on Frontier Opening Bell. I am Boston Omofaye. Remember, you can watch this show again on our YouTube at Frontier Africa Reports. Go to our website, www.frontierafricareports.com. Read our stories. Follow us also on social media, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, as well as Twitter. You can subscribe at YouTube. It's free. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.